From William the Conqueror to Charles III, England has seen over 40 monarchs. Some ruled for half a century, others for only a few days. In the next few minutes, we will move through every single one, slowly in order. And if you drift off along the way, that is perfectly fine. Welcome to a calm journey through time. There will be no battles, no shouting, no alarms. Just names, years, and quiet little stories, softly told to help your mind wander and your eyes grow heavy. If you have had a long day, let these kings and queens keep you company while you rest. Let us begin at the very start. It begins in 1066 with William the Conqueror. He was a Norman duke who crossed the sea, defeated Harold at Hastings, and took the throne of England. He built castles of stone to hold the land and reshaped laws to suit his rule. He was strong and determined, but when his time ended, his sons began to argue. William Rufus followed, known as William II. He was quick-tempered and proud. He loved the hunt, and it was while hunting in the New Forest that he met his end. An arrow struck him. Some said by chance, others whispered it was planned. The throne passed to his younger brother, Henry I, who ruled with a steady hand. Henry was patient, thoughtful, and he brought order, but his only heir drowned in the wreck of the White Ship, leaving the succession uncertain. After Henry came Stephen, who claimed the throne amid disputes. His reign was marked by civil war with his cousin Matilda. The land was torn by years of conflict, castles rising and falling, but the rhythm of life went on. When Stephen died, Matilda's son took the throne as Henry II. Henry was intelligent, restless, and energetic. He ruled a vast realm that stretched into France. His queen was Eleanor of Aquitaine, strong-willed and brilliant. Their sons rebelled against him, and history remembers his troubled family as much as his loss. When Henry died, his son Richard became king. Richard the Lionheart, a warrior who spent more time on crusade than in England. He fought far from home in hot sands under strange banners and rarely returned to the land he ruled. Richard's brother, John, became king next. John quarreled with his nobles and lost lands in France. His heavy taxes and failures led to rebellion, and in 1215 he was forced to sign the Magna Carta, a charter that limited the king's power. John died, and his 9-year-old son, Henry III, inherited the crown. Henry ruled for many years, quietly, rebuilding Westminster Abbey in grand style, though his reign too was troubled by barons and wars. After Henry came Edward I, tall and stern. He conquered Wales, built mighty castles, and dreamed of uniting the Isles. His son Edward II was weaker, distracted by favorites, and lost Scotland after the famous Battle of Bannockburn. He was deposed by his own queen, Isabella, and met a grim end. Edward III followed, strong and warlike, leading England into the 100 Years' War against France. His reign saw victories like Crécy and Poitiers, and the rise of the Order of the Garter. His son, known as the Black Prince, died before him, so the crown passed to young Richard II. Richard was poetic, sensitive, and suspicious. His rule ended in betrayal when his cousin Henry seized the throne. That cousin became Henry IV, the first of the Lancastrian kings. Henry IV faced rebellion and illness, but he kept the crown. His son, Henry V, became a legend. At Agincourt, his small army defeated the French against all odds. He died young, leaving his infant son as king. Henry VI was crowned as a baby, gentle and pious, but not strong enough for his time. His reign saw the loss of France and the Wars of the Roses between Lancaster and York. He was deposed, restored, and murdered in the Tower. Edward IV, from the House of York, took the throne. He was charming and capable, bringing peace for a while. He died suddenly, and his young son Edward V was declared king. But Edward V never ruled. He and his brother disappeared in the Tower of London, their fate unknown. Their uncle took the crown as Richard III. Richard ruled briefly, but met his end at the Battle of Bosworth, where Henry Tudor defeated him and began a new dynasty. Henry VII, the first Tudor king, was cautious and clever. He strengthened the monarchy and filled the treasury. His son, Henry VIII, is one of the most famous kings in history. He had 6 wives, broke from the Catholic Church, and changed England forever. His son Edward VI ruled as a boy king, earnest and sickly, introducing Protestant reforms before dying young. After him came Mary I, determined to restore Catholicism. She married Philip of Spain, and her reign is remembered for persecution and sorrow. After Mary came Elizabeth I, the Virgin Queen. She ruled for more than 40 years, a time of exploration and culture. Her reign ended the Tudor line, for she never married and had no child. James VI of Scotland became James I of England, uniting the crowns of Scotland and England. He was learned, cautious, and his reign began the House of Stuart. His son, Charles, I clashed with Parliament and led the kingdom into civil war. He was tried and executed, a king's head falling beneath an axe. England became a republic for a time, but soon the monarchy returned. Charles II was restored, a lively king with wit and charm. His brother, James II, followed, but his open Catholicism alarmed the realm. He was deposed in the Glorious Revolution, replaced by his daughter Mary II and her husband William III, who ruled together. After them came Queen Anne, Mary's sister, who presided over the union of England and Scotland into Great Britain. She died without heirs, and the throne passed to a new dynasty, the House of Hanover. George I was German and spoke little English, yet he reigned quietly. His son George II continued, facing wars abroad, but peace at home. George III is remembered for losing the American colonies, yet he ruled for decades and lived a simple, devoted life despite illness. His son George IV ruled as Prince Regent and then King, known for extravagance. His brother William IV followed, a sailor king with a short but steady reign. Then came a long era under Queen Victoria. She reigned for more than 60 years, overseeing an empire and living a life of duty and mourning after her beloved Prince Albert died. Her son Edward VII brought a new age of fashion and diplomacy, a calm before the storm of the 20th century. George V ruled through World War I, changing the family name to Windsor. His son Edward VIII abdicated the throne for love, stepping aside after less than a year. His brother became George VI, a reluctant but steady king who guided Britain through World War II with courage and calm. In 1952, Elizabeth II became queen. She reigned longer than any before her, through decades of change, always composed, always present, a constant figure in a shifting world. And now, after her passing, we have Charles III, a modern king in an ancient line, carrying a crown older than memory. From William to Charles, we have walked through almost 1,000 years of kings and queens, power and duty, victories and quiet moments. A history that moves slowly, just like tonight's story. If you are still listening, thank you for joining this calm journey through time. If you would like more gentle stories like this, feel free to subscribe. I post new timelines and peaceful histories every week. Let the past help you rest. And if you are already asleep, that is the greatest compliment of all. Good night and pleasant dreams.